Yes, I got a haircut, okay? Don't make fun of me. Welcome back to another video. Today we're back with another tutorial. So I taught you guys how to make thumbnails in the past, but it was kind of a different type of style, and I didn't tell you really how to make gaming thumbnails. And of course, this still won't apply to everyone. There is different types of gaming thumbnails, but I'm going to be trying to help as many people as I can with this one video. The program we're going to be using is Photoshop, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So first thing you're going to want is a base canvas of 1920 by 1080, which is just standard 1080p resolution. You could also do 720p for the thumbnails, but you might as well go with the extra quality. So there's two different types of ways you can get the pictures for your thumbnails. You can just go into your video and just screen grab a picture of your webcam. That's what I do for some of them, and for some of them I go and take a separate photo. For this case, I took a separate photo. I have this beautiful photo of me right here, and first thing I'm gonna do is just crop this out. I have a green screen, so I put that up now when I'm taking photos of my face for my thumbnails, but you really don't need one. I used to never use one. I just started using one literally the other day. Cool thing, if you're on the new versions, you can just go select subject, and yeah, it's literally, I have a green screen, so it did all the work for me, and it's usually pretty nice. It's usually not perfect. Sometimes you get lucky and it is. Once I have that, I'm just gonna right click, layer via copy. I'm just gonna drag this layer over to my thumbnail layer. So I usually just center that where I want it to be first. See, we still have a little bit of the green edge on there. I'll fix that up later. Always flip it horizontally by right clicking and just clicking it before you go with it to see which one you like better. In my case, I think this one looks better. I didn't tell you guys, but I'm gonna be doing a Minecraft thumbnail just because I don't know what other game to do. And since we're doing a Minecraft thumbnail, you're just going to want to search Minecraft background. I mean, a lot of these are good. I've used a lot of these in thumbnails before, I'd say. Maybe if you can get something with a lot of color. For instance, if you can find a screenshot of a lot of flowers, the flowers have a lot of colors. This one right here is pretty fine. It's not the highest quality, but I'm going to blur it anyways. Boom, like I said, not the best quality, but it's okay because you're going to want to blur out your background anyways. And when you do that, look, you can't even tell. So for my thumbnails, I really like solid blue backgrounds because I think it just makes it look the cleanest. So actually, forget what I said about the colors popping, because in my instance, you're not really going to be able to see them. So I usually just put like a light blue background. And then I'm going to go onto this layer right here and add a blending mode. There's a lot of different ones. Some of them look really trash, be careful. So something like this looks quite nice. You can see it looks minimalistic. You can see the details in the background. You can still kind of tell it's Minecraft, but it just looks more minimalistic and you got a cleaner look. And then for all the green on the side of my head, I might just throw in an inner shadow to help with it a little bit. If you make it blue or whatever color your background is, you can see if you mess with the settings a bit, you can get it to make your character blend in a little bit more. Also, if you're not using your face, you can do the same thing, just but with a character up front and make the background look good. The next thing I really like to do is find like a starburst background. As you see, we now have that little starburst. We're not going to keep it like that. Usually I'm all about things blending and not sticking out a whole too much. So I might make that like a blue, and then going to the blending options again and just of course finding something that I like. I might just actually kind of have it stay like that. And then let's say maybe I kind of want to do some more advanced types of things. We can do that too. A lot of people add swords, and we're trying to make some eye-catching thumbnails, so I would say maybe go for an axe, something a little different. I'm gonna grab this bad boy right here, and then boom, we can now remove this a little bit, maybe put it right here. Now our thumbnail's starting to come together a little bit. I'm just gonna add a little bit of an inner glow to that too, because I want to make it fit in better with the background. Probably gonna lower the opacity a little bit on these stripes, I'd say. I recommend you download some Photoshop graphics packs. I got some from a YouTuber called Timpers. He's pretty cool, but he just has a lot in here, like color corrections you can use, lights, patterns, everything, abstract patterns you can use to make the background look better. For instance, this is in his pack. This is something I could use. I could put a color correction on it, make it all like completely blue to blend in more. I think if now I go and add a little bit of a motion blur to that, that can start to look like a cooler effect. And I can maybe put that in the back. And that's a cool light that kind of separates me from the background a little bit. Another pack by Timpers also had these cool like cartoon flames. Once again, you can, this is just me experimenting with a bunch of different layers and stuff. You can do the same thing. Doesn't necessarily have to be the same layers. You can go from any pack. I have these flames over my face now. I can blur them out a little bit to erase it over my eye a little bit, but I still want to have these cool things to help me blend in better. Now that we have a pretty solid looking thumbnail, you can perfect it a little bit. For instance, I'm gonna grab everything, just enlarge and shift it a little bit. After you resize it, by the end, I usually just go and everything in the background, I'll just like merge together. I'll add a little bit of a blur. Sometimes to spice things up, you can go and add like a little bit of a motion blur instead, but not too much. And when I have something pretty good looking, I'll flatten my image and add just a vibrance on it, and that just makes it pop more. Little final readjustments. I don't know about you, but I'd say that thumbnail is YouTube ready. Pretty eye-catching. It's got some things going on, but also pretty simple at the same time. Pretty vibrant. It's got some color in it, so if somebody sees that, you're gonna want to click it. It's got a consistent vibe. It looks pretty clean, and I like it. Matter of fact, I spent so much time on it that I might as well save this. And also, sometimes when you do stuff like that and you put your thumbnail in and YouTube's gonna be like, oh, this image is too big, or this is not an image, or whatever. When that happens, you need a Google PNG compressor and put it in a compressor. It'll make the image small and you'll be able to upload it. Has to be under 2 megabytes. And if I check this one right here, it's, yep, this one is 15 megabytes. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that it was helpful for you. If you want me to do any other tutorials for any other types of thumbnails or anything else for YouTube related in general, let me know in the comments below. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and besides that, I will see all you in my next video. My bad. Bye.